All right, Shalom. This is Gamal Yala, Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, this is a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is a series that I'm getting ready to start doing, which is basically proving all things, brief breakdowns. You know, the spirit is on the Church of Atlanta, okay, to you know, make sure brothers are locking in, you know, basic breakdowns. You know, we have a lot of new brothers. We have even brothers that's been in the camp, you know, for some time. You know, we just want to make sure that brothers are locked in, and everyone knows what they need to know. And so through the spirit, you know, this is going to be brief breakdowns. You know, for every breakdown, you know, brothers should have, you know, at least minimum three precepts to prove that point. So this is going to be basically centered around like just hitting quick points, you know, proving the point kind of as quickly and concisely as possible, and you know, just like hitting the main ones, because there's usually, you know, like scriptures that will really just like cut, like, you know what I'm saying, they're the deepest cutting scriptures as far as certain doctrines. So that's kind of gonna be the focus as far as this series, Lord willing. You know, it's edifying. Now this topic in particular is going to be centered around the topic of hell. All right. And first things first, all right, when you go into the scriptures, hell is, well, number one, there's no such thing as hell. Okay, there's no such thing as I'll say a place where someone would go, you know, in the you know, in their afterlife, and it's burning forever, and you know, and it's on fire. Where people get that concept from, oh, it's on fire, there's hell, there's a place called hell and Satan dwells there and things of that nature. They get that concept, number one, from mythology. Okay, all right, because the Greeks had what's called Hades. Okay, so you can also get Hades in the Compact Bible Dictionary, in the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. And you can also get Gehenna in the Zondervan's as well, to kind of further expound on that. This is where they get the hell being on fire concept. Real quick, Slack here, hold on, let me turn this notifications off. All right, let's see. Because they get it from in Revelations, where it talks about the lake of fire. All right, and so it says, Revelation 20:10, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So that's where these Christians get that concept that the devil was cast into the lake of fire and he's going to be tormented there forever and ever. That's where they get that concept from, but that's not talking about that. First of all, the lake of fire is when America, as the scriptures, the prophecies of the scriptures say, will be destroyed via thermonuclear destruction. So that lake of fire is basically going to be that big fire of 200 million missiles when it hits America. All right, now here's why that concept doesn't make sense. Okay, it's contradictory, because it says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So that doesn't make sense, because if the lake of fire is hell, which is what they're claiming, then how can death and hell be cast into the lake of fire? All right, how can hell be cast into the lake of fire? How can hell be cast into hell? It just doesn't make sense. All right. And so let's see. So that was that point. And so the main scripture, this precept pretty much will cut. You can use this precept, this one precept, really to cut the whole argument of hell. All right, and that's Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahawah who gave it. Okay. So that's plain and simple. I mean, the spirit returns. I'm sorry, the dust shall return. What's the dust? The dust is the flesh. All right. You go into the word Adam, all right, which is Adama, which means earth or dirt. All right, and so the dust, which is the flesh, goes back to the earth. So it gets buried, the flesh gets buried, and the spirit, which the spirit dwells in the flesh, up until the point where you die and your spirit leaves your flesh. Okay. And so, and also the apostles always go into there's an actual weight of the spirit. When people die and their spirit leaves their body, all right, there's the weight from prior to before they die, and their weight after is different. And the reason for that is because the spirit that dwells in the body actually has a weight. I can't remember how much it is. But yeah, that's something, brothers can look into. The apostles went into it recently, maybe about 2 weeks ago. They went into that on their live stream, on their camp live stream. Anyway, it says the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. So that's plain and simple. I mean, I don't get how anyone can get around that. All spirits, and that's talking about all spirits. Okay, all spirits. Okay, wicked and good go back to the Most High. All right, who gave it? And you can also follow that up with 2 Samuel, or I believe it's 1 Samuel. Maybe 2 Samuel. 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And that word grave, the word hell is just grave. All right. You go into the blue letter. All right. And the word, you just type in grave, and you click on, you could click on all the instances of the word grave. And that word is Sheol. All right. Sheol, which just means grave or pit, or basically hell. So hell is just a grave, or hell can also be a condition as well. All right, but another precept we'll get is Ecclesiastes 3:21. Who knoweth the spirit of a man that goeth upward, and the spirit of beasts that goeth downward to the earth? So it doesn't say, and it says, you read verse 20, and all go unto one place. All go unto one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. All right. So that's mythology. The fact that people think, oh, you're going to two different places. Oh, you're going to, there's two different places. There's heaven and hell. All right. And hell is a condition because, hey, the so-called white man is going to be in hell in the kingdom. There's going to be a kingdom of heaven which is true, which is going to take place on earth. Because there's a precept, I believe that's Ecclesiastes 1 and 4, but it says the earth abideth forever. And so the earth, the kingdom of heaven is going to take place on earth. All right, but there's not two places, heaven and hell. It says it, the spirit of a man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth. All right, so the spirit of man goeth upward. All right, so that's plain and simple. All right.